Om. 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 Om Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarvavignopashantaye Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Vishnu Sahasranama, verse 40. Please read.
असंख्येयो प्रमेयात्मा विशिष्ट शिष्ट शुचिः सिद्धार्थ सिद्ध संकल्प सिद्धिद सिद्धि साधनः असंख्येयो प्रमेयात्मा विशिष्ट शिष्ट शुचिः सिद्धार्थ सिद्ध संकल्प सिद्धिद सिद्धि साधनः
Asankheyah, na sankheyah, asankheyah. Sankhya means one who can be accounted or one who can be measured. Measured in terms of it can be number, it can be name, it can be form, in the sense one who can be distinguished from others. What we call as a description of an entity. When you say a description, it means it identifies itself from rest of all the things. Now, Paramatma Bhagavan is everything. There is nothing other than himself. Swarupatah, in the true nature, Chit and Chit alone. How can you distinguish Bhagavan from something else which is not there at all? In reality, all that is there at all times, whether Srishti is there or not, is nothing but Chaitanya Rupa Brahma only. How can you distinguish from other things which are not there at all? No Sankhya, the one who cannot be, that is described like this. Other thing. Any description means what means you have to make use of? Language. All descriptions are present in the language, Shabda. Now the Bhagavad Sarupa is such that it cannot be described by language. Why? It is not available. Language, Shabda, has its own limitations. It can describe only those things which fit in the category of jati, guna, karma, sambandha. Jati, guna, kriya, sambandha. Jati, guna, kriya, sambandha. One more is added there. Rudi. Now, Jati. Jati means a species. It is a species. Those particular species have got a different members. Among different members, a common feature is brought to light, and all which belong to that category is called sheep. Cows, we have got cowness. Humans, horses, some special specifications is there. So like that, Jati, a species, is not something which can be found in Paramatma Swarupa. That and that alone is there. From that standpoint, word, Shabda is out. Guna, features, attributes, they also are what? Not that because Nirguna, Nirvishesha, Kriya, action. Action means chalana, motion is involved, change is involved. It changeless Paramatma, what action can be there? Kriya is not. Sambandha, relation. For relation, minimum two members must be there. Two entities must be there to relate with, which is Advaya. So therefore, Paramatma Swarupa is such that which has no jati, which has no guna, which has no kriya, which has no sambandha. Also, Rudi is not applicable. Rudi means you use certain words by convention. They are not derived etymologically. By convention or customarily, certain words are used. For example, ditham, a wooden elephant, but ditham. Ditham has nothing to do with the elephant. But conventionally, like that, alpha, beta, gamma, by convention. But the words which fit the category of Rudis are possible only in those cases which are perceptibly available. Those things which are perceptibly available, there by convention, you can say this X, Y, Z. Customarily. Now, this is what? Atindriya. Imperceptible. Rudi also does it. So therefore, that is what Upanishad say. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasa. Vak, words bounce back without being able to describe it. So therefore, asankheya, the one who has no nama, rupa, veda, etc., he cannot distinguish because that and that alone is there. Aprameya Atma. Atma here is Swarupa. The one whose Swarupa is Aprameya, no Prameya. What is Prameya? That which can be known by Pramata, the knower, with the means of Pramana, the sadhana, means of knowledge, Pramana. So, the entity whose Prama can be gained by the Pramata, the knower, with the help of or the means of Pramana, Jnana, Sadhana. Listen carefully. What is Prameya? The entity whose Prama, knowledge, can be gained by Pramata. Pramata means knower. With the means of pramana. The jnana sadhana. Bhagavan, Paramatma, the Brahma Swarupa cannot be known by any pramana, including Vedanta. Including Vedanta. You may wonder, how can you say so? Because it is Shastra, Adhyatmic Shastra says, Atma, Brahma is has got pramana of Vedanta. Vedanto Nama Upanishad Pramanam. Vedanta, which is the form of Upanishads. The Pramana, means of knowledge of knowing Brahma, Bhagavan, Paramatma. And how is it aprameya? Yes, we do say, and it is so also that Upanishads called Vedanta does serve as a pramana, but not to make you know Atma, Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan as this, not as an object. Even Vedanta pramana cannot objectify Paramatma Sarupa Bhagavan. Then how do you say that it's pramana? Only the sense it makes you discard what it is not, and then when you are face to face with that, this is your Swarupa. See, like this. An entity which is inert in nature from Drishya Jagat, any entity from the perceptible world by itself is inert. To know what is necessary, we need jnana sadhana pramana. How exactly does it work? This pramana, what does it do? Through, if it is a perceptual thing, through the jnanendriyas, the antakarana, as vritti, a modification called thought, travels through the indriyas to the thing in question or thing that is to be known. And the antakarana assumes the form of the thing to be known, Vishaya to be known. And that we call as Vishayakara vritti or a drishti. Drishti here is antakarana vritti corresponding to the object to be known. And antakarana being what it is, automatically it is imbued with Chidabhasa. It is always accompanied by Chidabhasa, reflection of the Chaitanya. So, this vritti removes the ignorance of the object, and the Chidabhasa makes you aware of the object. This is the process of gaining knowledge of anything that is inert. And when you say inert, it is an object distinct from the subject, the knower principle, I. You know this distinction. Entire Jagat can be divided into two factors. One, I, the subject, and this, the object, perceived of. See, the entire science is centered on this object, which is perceptibly available. In fact, many decades back, maybe there are also many scientists, eminent scientists, they said we have totally neglected the subject, one who knows. And actually, that is the subject matter of Vedanta, which is imperceptible, and being imperceptible, it is beyond the range of science. The field of science is perceptible jagat. The subject is beyond that. Atindriya, imperceptible. So in the case of perceptible thing, this is the process. Now here, in the case of Atma, what you do? It is nirvishaya. It has no vishayas of Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. So therefore, Antakarana vrittis corresponding to Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha cannot make us know what Atma is. You make Atmakara vritti, Brahmakara vritti, a vritti corresponding to Atma Swarupa, Chaitanya Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa. You make it all true. But how do you make it? How do you make it? By seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, imagining. How do you make it? Not available. And yet we talk of Atmakara vritti, Akhandakara vritti, Brahmakara vritti. You know how it is? You cannot do anything to get that state of mind, Antakarana, which conforms to Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa, which is Nirguna, Nirvishesha. All that you have to do is underline. You have to undo. What is undoing? Eliminate all vrittis corresponding to Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, impinging on your Antakara, the mind, psyche. And that mind is called as what? Shuddha Antakarana, Nirvishaya Antakarana, Nirvikalpa Antakarana. Therein, Atma in its true nature gets revealed. All that you have done is you have undone either to the flux of Antakara vrittis corresponding to the Bahya Jagat. That is what is called Akhandakara vritti, Atmakara vritti. So you have not created it, you have eliminated all unwanted the vrittis of the Bahya Vishaya. And in that state of mind, the Swarupa gets exhibited, portrayed as it is. That removes the ignorance. So therefore, it is not a prameya of a pramana. Vedanta pramana is used to get freed from anatma, only to retain what atma is. This is what we can find in Totopnishan. Yada panchavatiஷ்ठन्ते ज्ञानानि मनसा सह बुद्धिश्च न विचेषति Tam ahu paramam gatim. That is called the highest state of the mind, wherein, what is that? All indriyas are withdrawn from their indulgence in the indriyas. Mind may wander or function without the indriyas. Mind also is not functioning. Buddhi also is not doing its job. That state of mind called as nirvikal, free from Veda, free from Vishaya vrittis. Paramam gati. Tam yoga vidi manyante. Upanishad says that is yoga. That is a state of mind which reveals your sarup. So, Atma, and their Bhashakara says, in that state only you can know Atma, free from avidya and avidyakara. So this is actually not an objectification. Antakarana assuming the Swarup. It is not a prameya praman. In fact, the rule is like this. Swaprabhe manapeksha na. Swaprabhe. Swaprabha means self-luminous, self-evident. Manapeksha na. Apeksha. Dependence on mana means pramana. No. Pramana is necessary to know an inert object, to bring it in the orbit of Jnana Swarupa, knowledge principle, through Antakarana Vritti and Chidabhasa. Whereas here we are talking about the Chaitanya Rupa, Atma, Paramatma, Brahma. What Chidabhasa can make it known? What Vritti can make it known? Thought can make it known? It is what? Self-evident. Swaprabhe mana peksha na. And in the Yoga Vasishta, Bhagavan Shiva, while teaching what the Deva Tattva is, what the really God principle, Bhagavad Tattva is, at the time, final level, when all the worldly pramanas have ceased. Worldly pramanas means jnana sadhanas available in this creation jagat, wherein Vedanta also comes. When all these pramanas have done their job and retired, at that time, what is there? Chaitanya Rupa Atma Brahma only is there. What is the pramana? That Atma Chaitanya itself is pramana. Why? Swaprabha, Swayam Jyoti, Swaprakash, self-evident. That is what we also experience. I am. I am free from all those specific experiences. The very basic principle of experience is self-experiencing I Chaitanya. Self-knowing Nyapti Swarupa I Chaitanya. Mana Pekshana. No depends on very worldly pramana is put in Vedanta. So therefore, from that standpoint, we do say Vedanta pramana, but in this sense, Vedanta pramana cannot objectify Atma, Brahma as this. So that's what is called aprameya. And that aprameya, Swarupa, the one who Swarupa is aprameya. Vishishtaha. Vishishtaha means one who excels everything else. Vishwatah paramam nityam. Vishwatah param, the one who is more exalted than Vishwa, the entire Jagat. Nityam, ever existent in nature. So that one, we excelling everything, whose nature is unsurpassed. Nothing is excelling, is what? Is Vishishtaha. Bhagavad Swarupa is like that. Why so? How do you rate any object or being or event in this world that's good or best? That's quality. What quality you see? You may name 1,000 qualities, but those qualities are rated in terms of how much happiness they can give you, how much freedom from sorrow they can give you, how much they can make you everlasting. Is it not? Many features may be there. That makes you most happy is the best. That makes you totally free from sorrow is the best. That makes you exist for always, makes you best. Why? These are three pursuits, fundamental pursuit of us. I want to be for all the time. I want to be happy for all the time. I never want to be sorrowful. Here is the one excels because Paramanda Swarupa excels because no trace of sorrow, excels because ever existing in nature. And that Bhagavad Swarupa is Swarupa, the true nature of one and all. Vishishtaha, Vishwatah Paramam Nityam. Shishtakrit. Shishta means also Shasanam. Shasanam is what? Administration. Shishtam, Shasana means also ruling. Bhagavan is the greatest ruler, administrator. How come? His laws are so what? Rigid. Nobody can transgress them. Transgress punishment. That's what is said in Taittiriya, the figurative said. Bhishas madvata pavate, Bhishodeti suryaha, Bhishad agnischendrascha, Mrityurdhavati panchamaha. These all great mighty ones. Wind so powerful blows. Sun regular rises. Indra, Varuna, etc., Yama, etc., run errands. B. Their B should not be taken literally as a fear. It stands for what? Command. Command in the sense of rule, whose law. He is the one who is the lawgiver. Everything by his mere presence functions as it should be. So therefore, Shishtakrit, one who rules over, administers the entire cosmos. Or Shishta can mean also the virtuous people, dharmic people. So literally, Shishtakrit means what? One who makes virtuous people, dharmic people. Makes and not literally the way makes. One who protects. One who protects the virtuous people, the people who live in accordance with Dharma. Such usage is there in language. Bhashyakara gives another example. Kuru kashtani. Kuru kashta means make the wood. You don't make the wood, it grows. Means, what is that? Kashtani ahara. Please bring the wood. Such usage is there, therefore Shishtakrit means not literally one who makes the Shishta, the dharmic people, virtuous people, one who protects them, Shishtakrit. Shuchi. Shuchi means one who is free from impurity, mala, or also called as anjanam. You know what is anjanam? Anjanam means what you call as collyrium, black pigment. Ladies apply to the eyes. I don't know nowadays, okay? I don't know. Latest fashion. But they apply that. Child. One bottu is there. Black, you know. No evil eye should fall on it. They put that way. Collyrium, black pigment. Here, collyrium, black pigment, stands for Maya Avidya. That ignorance which veils our Paramananda Swarupa and makes us take the embodiment as I, accompanied with all sorrows of samsara in terms of janma, marana, transmigration. The one who is free from that. Maya rahita, avidya rahita, shuchi, pure, stainless. Shuchi. Siddhartha. The one who has accomplished is artha. What is artha? Arthyate, prarthate, that which is sought. The one who has accomplished all that can be, that needs to be sought. What are those? It depends on the individual in terms of what Shastra says, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Depending on what level the person is. So we are siddhartha. All artha, things that need to be accomplished, is already accomplished by who? Who is it? Only mukta, who is free from samsara, who has discovered Swarupa. So therefore, for him, Bhagavan, all desires are as good as fulfilled. In the sense, he has no desire for anything from the world, because oneself is Paramanta Swarupa, has this knows. In fact, the Jagat, from where you desire for, is only an seeming appearance of Bhagavad Swarupa. What can one expect from one's shadow? Shadow depends on you, the individual. Nothing that you are doing. So therefore, there is nothing that Bhagavan has to aspire for from Jagat in terms of even dharma, artha, kama, moksha, even moksha. Why? It's never bound only. Moksha is from the standpoint of the baddha, bound person, on account of ignorance. Bhagavan doesn't have ignorance. No maya. Where is the question of getting bound to get liberated? That's why we say nitya mukta, how we say. That is for our sake understanding. Even nitya mukta also the word cannot apply to it. So therefore it is siddhartha. So the one whose all desires are as good as fulfilled. Chandogya says, Satya Kama. Whose Kama desires what? Satya means what? So as good as fulfilled, because is that Swarupa, wherein nothing lacks, no want is there. Ever existing in nature, independent, self-existing. What more you need? That Swarupa itself is that he knows. Siddha Sankalpa. Sankalpa, one's desires or resolves are always Siddha means accomplished. You have heard the word Satya Sankalpa, whose desire is what? Or Sankalpa, resolve, is always fulfilled. There is no occasion of its getting failed. It doesn't know any failure. Satya Sankalpa. Bhagavan is Satya Sankalpa. All that it resolves must take place. Satya Kama. So Siddha Sankalpa. Siddhidaha. Siddhi. That is Phala. The one who dispenses, gives Phala of karma, upasana, etc. to the karta, the doer, according to their eligibility. See, Bhagavan neither favors anyone, Bhagavan never frowns at anyone. He simply gives the results of one karmas as they are done, as they deserve. What one gets is not what one desires, but what one deserves. And that dispenser, Karmafal Data, is Ishvara. It seems near Tirupati, I think Kalahasti or somewhere. Olden days, a great sage was constructing a big temple. I don't know if that temple is there or I don't know. A big temple. Huge work. So many people were working on different levels with different skills and capacity. And he has to give them the wages. So every day, evening, he used to give the wages. Why? See, he used to sit on the bank of a river and to take the sand. All the workers stop and listen, all this in queue. And he used to just go on giving the sand in the and that sand used to get turned into the quantity of gold according to the labor and skill they deserve. The skilled people of different level, it's not the same salary, not the same wages. You simply give, and that what is to get converted into gold of that level. That means whatever one deserves. So what? Not that you are giving less to someone, more to one. No, they deserve as per their skill and labor they have given. So like this, Siddhi, the phala of karma upasana, one gives Siddhida, karma deksha, karma phala data. Siddhi sadhana. So the one who is the means of accomplishing these siddhis or phalas that you want. Because he only is providing us everything. See, you are doing some karma, upasanas, which may involve many things. Who has given you from the world? Who created the world? Bhagavan. Again, you are using your body embodiment. Your embodiment made of Pancha Mahabhutas. It is good certain capacities. Who created that? Bhagavan. So therefore, you also the means of accomplishing all those things. Say this sadhana. Continue.
वृषा हि वृषभो विष्णुर्वृषपर्वा वृषोदरः वर्धनो वर्धमानश्च विविक्तः श्रुतिसागरः वृषा हि वृषभो विष्णुर्वृषपर्वा वृषोदरः वर्धनो वर्धमानश्च विविक्तः श्रुतिसागरः
Vrishahi. Vrisha also means dharma. Dharma here is the sense of punya. I hope you know the meaning of dharma. Dharma is a very great word. It has many meanings. Nowadays there's a religion, etc. No. We have seen this many times. Religion is a part of dharma. So dharma is much more. But it has also got a meaning of punya. It also means karma, duties. Duties also are karma. Yeah, punya also is this. Dharma means what? Prohibited karmas or papa. So that it has got many meanings. The vrisha here is punya. Aha. Aha means day. Day means light is there. Light reveals. So therefore, one who reveals what is dharma, what is punya. If you do these things, you will get punya. Who reveals you? Ishvara. How? Vedas. The do's and don'ts in the Vedas are given by Parameshwara along with this Srishti to make you aware before the karma phala comes, to caution you at the time of doing karma. If you don't know, you may do those things which are harmful to you in the future. You may not know those things which can give you benefits in the future. So through Vedas, Ishvara makes us aware, do these things. Vidhi, you will be rewarded at different levels. Don't do these things. Nishiddha, prohibited, because you land in problems, sorrows. Papa will come. Punya. So therefore, one who reveals what is punya is called as Vrishahi, the one who reveals what the punya. Also, Vrishaha. Vrishaha means also kratu, a sacrifice which lasts for 12 days. The different type of sacrifice, even up to 100 days they go. 12 days. To one who this Vrishaha belongs is called as Vishahi. Vrishabha. Here, Vrishabha here is Varshati Kaman Bhaktebhya. Who reigns as it were means one who gives freely the kama, desired thing to the devotees. Bhaktebhya Kaman Varshati. To the devotees, he gives what they want. Of course, not that he gives, they have deserved it because of their bhakti. Otherwise, see, nadatte kasyachit papam na chaiva sukritam vibhu. Bhagavan doesn't take anyone's papa or punya. Because of ignorance, people think so. What they get is what they deserve as per their karma and upasana. But some bhaktas take it as if given by Bhagavan. It was a nice way of having an attitude. Oh, Bhagavan gave me. What do? You acknowledge Bhagavan. It's a bonus point. You remember Bhagavan. Not that Bhagavan gives, he is a karma data. See, a Supreme Court judge what restored the property is worth 500 crores to a person. Did he give? It was legitimately belonging to him. Somebody else usurped. He restored it. At the same time, same day, he gives a capital punishment to other person. But he is punishing them. He deserved that. That made such crime. He is a lawgiver. Like that. Bhagavan is what? Karma data. But a devotee takes that way as a gratitude, as it were, and that helps him to develop his bhakti also. Nothing wrong. But it should not be taken literally that Bhagavan is kind to some people, Bhagavan is cruel to others. No. It's like, no, you standing in front of mirror, say you make all faces. You smile, you grin, that grin. You shout, look angrily. It's only reflection. So what you get, what you don't get, depends on you only. Not that truly Bhagavan gives. So one may think so. So here, from that standpoint, to devotees, one who gives the desired things, because they deserve it, they have earned it. Vishnu, earlier we had seen two meanings. Veveshti, Vyapnoti, iti Vishnu. The one who pervades everything, Vishnu. Or Vishati, enters, is Vishnu. Tasrishtva tadevano pravishat. Having created the Jagat, Paramatma entered the Jagat. This we have seen many times. I don't know whether this may not be in this class. Entry of Paramatma, as in Aitareya Upanishad, in the Jagat, is not in the literal sense. In the literal sense, entry of an entity is possible from a place where one is at a place where he is not. You had gone out and you have entered home, returned. You are not there, you have come back. Like that. So here, Paramatma entering Jagat means what? That availability of Chidabhasa in the Antakarana, a part of creation. It's all Pravesha Shrutis. All Upanishads where such entry is spoken, described. Not that Paramatma enters, because he is sarvavyapi. There's a question of entry here and there. That is the availability of Chidabhasa. The inert embodiments appear lively and active. That way. So here Vishnu means Vikramanat Vishnu. One who pervades, as in the case of Vamana avatar. You know this. Vamana avatar. With 1 foot, all bhu, other, all swargas. There is all, including patalas, etc. There's nothing left out. Where to keep the third one? On my head. That's what the remaining, because their individuality was there. Individuality was there. Sent him to Patala. So that is how Vikramana, the one who pervades everything, Vishnu. Vrishaparva. Vrisha was seen earlier as Dharma, Punya. Here Vrishaparva. Parva means Parvan. That Parva means steps. The Dharma is of the nature of Dharma, which serve as steps to accomplish the highest Paramam Dhama. Param Dhama. Highest abode is what? Swarupa Moksha, for which you have to go on living the life as per Dharma Shastra. Finally, Shravana, Mana, Nidhyasana, and Sakshatkar. So one way in the form of steps to reach the highest abode, one's Swarupa. Vrishodharaha. Udara means stomach. The word is named Damodara. But Damodara. Udare Damayasya. One has got Dama, a rope tied to his stomach. You know, Yashoda did it. So Dama. Vrishodhara. So his Udara, stomach, as if rains, pours, produces whom? The all beings, Prajaha. The one who has got the stomach, which as if produces all the Praja's embodiment. Means he is the source of all beings. All beings emerge from him only. We'll see later.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ।